If you had asked me a year ago my thoughts on the F-15EX Eagle II coming to War Thunder, I would have told you that's probably not going to happen. And now, for me, it's not about if it'll come, it's when it will come. So, obviously, guys, just took a lot of change over the last year. For me, I always thought the F-15EX just kind of seemed out of reach. Now, I think it's actually the most plausible aircraft to come next for the United States as far as a top-tier aircraft, especially ever since the addition of the extra AIM-120 racks for the F-15 CGE. So, if you guys are not too familiar, the F-15EX Eagle II is basically improving the already very amazing F-15 Eagle to every regard for a true air-to-air capable monster. This is an aircraft that's supposed to sit back behind enemy line, or not behind enemy lines, but behind the front lines, and then use data linking from the F-35 and other 5th gen and 6th generation fighters to lob long-range air-to-air missiles, and it can carry a lot of them. I've seen tests, or I've heard of tests for it to carry up to 22 possibly. I think, statistically, realistically speaking, that'd probably be about 12 or 14. Just realistically, I don't think it'll actually carry 22 in service. We'll have to wait and see. It might be a more viable option than I know currently. Now, as far as War Thunder, I was kind of shocked back when Gaijin was hyping up whatever was going to come with the AIM-120D, which ended up being the F-16 Pobit, that so many people genuinely thought it was going to be the EX. And I had to stop and think about it, and now that I think about it, it kind of does make some sense. The F-15EX could very easily arrive to War Thunder. After seeing how Gaijin is willing to add aircraft like the Super Hornet and the Pobit without proper munitions and without things like electronic countermeasures, the EX suddenly feels very viable. So if you guys are not too familiar with how many F-15s we have, especially in the US tech tree, we have the F-15A, the F-15C, the F-15C MSIP, and the F-15E, and the F-15CGE. That's what I meant, and the MSIP too. That's 4 F-15s: the A, the CMSIP, the CGE, and then the F-15E. And really, the upgrade that the MSIP to the GE was radar and the additional AMRAAMs. And that would basically be what the F-15EX would be to the F-15 CGE. A better radar, I think better engines, electronic upgrades, but electronics don't really matter in the game. Missile upgrades, so it would probably carry more AIM-120Ds, and it would probably debut with the AIM-9X. Now, why I think this plane starts to make a bit more sense in the game is Gaijin just hasn't really taken massive strides, or they have taken massive strides to show that they want to add electronic countermeasures. We had ECM in the recent Nuclear Thunder event on board the B-52 and the Tu-95, so it's a very real possibility that the next generation, or the next aircraft we see for the United States will debut some form of electronic countermeasures, rather that be the F-15EX or some other aircraft, or they add it to existing aircraft like the Super Hornet or the F-16 Pobit. We'll have to obviously wait and see on that. And then here's the thing, what's the next platform for the United States? Are we going to get 5th gen and then the F-15EX? I mean, realistically speaking, we could very easily see something like the F-22A early arrive before the EX. I would not necessarily be against that, but obviously time will tell. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are down below in the comments. Do you guys think the F-15EX would arrive before or after early 5th generation platforms? Obviously, the F-15EX is the newest aircraft added to the United States, newest upgrade, that is. The other new one would be the Block 3 to the Super Hornet, the F model. We don't have that in the game right now. And then the Block 72 of the F-16, and then the new F-22 2.0, and then the block upgrades going on for the F-35 to give it access to other munitions, which is always ongoing for that platform. Anyways, let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below in the comments. Do you guys think the F-15EX is a viable platform for the United States? Do you guys think we're going to see it some point soon? Do you guys think we're going to see it this year? Or do you guys think we're going to see it at all? There's a lot of questions around this platform. Like I said, for a very long time, thought that there was no chance we'd see it in War Thunder. Now, I actually look at it like a very, very viable option for Gaijin to add. It seems like a platform that very easily could be added. I wouldn't really be too shocked if Gaijin went that route and decided to add it at some point. The only big question I have is what they'll add it with. Obviously, I said for a very long time we wouldn't see the Super Hornet without the AIM-9X. I was wrong. I then said we wouldn't see the, Pobit or any other upgraded F-16 without the AIM-9X, and I was very much wrong. I said the exact same thing for any more F-15s after the E, and I was, well, wrong, so that's 3 strikes, I'm out. I really want to say that the EX would arrive with the 9X, but I obviously don't know. And then the AIM-120D, another block model of the D for the EX, or what? And then also the big question is, there has to be a counterpart. The MiG-31, MiG-35, those aren't, I mean, maybe the MiG-31. I can't really think of too many other Russian aircraft. I'd have to do a bit more digging and use my brain a little harder. That just seems like a lot of work to be doing that at 5 a.m. when I'm doing their voiceovers, so we're going to have to just put that on hold. But, let me know down below what could counter the F-15EX. Obviously, game-wise, not necessarily in real life, because I will stand by it. The F-15EX is one hell of a platform, probably better than anything else other nations have to put up that's not necessarily 5th or 6th gen platforms. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Join the Discord link down below in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video.